Why do startups need a minimum viable product? If you have an idea but don't have enough resources to convert it into a full-fledged product, then Eric Ries has introduced the concept of minimum viable product MVP for you in his best-selling book, The Lean Startup. An MVP is a product with crucial features released to test the viability of the business idea and gauge reactions from early adopters. The primary objective of MVP is to receive feedback and pre-orders before investing a hefty amount of funds in it. The other benefits are low implementation costs, low risk of failure and capital losses, get to work directly with clients and analyze their behavior. It's an opportunity to understand what's working in your favor and what's not. Even though the concept of MVP looks pretty simple, some companies might try to chase perfection in the first go, which makes a product complicated to understand for its users or cut down the core features. Thus, a working product should allow its users to complete the entire process and achieve their goals. When you add additional facilities for the customers in MVP, it should enhance their experience while using it. An example of minimum viable product. In late 2007, two product designers, Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia, had recently moved to San Francisco and faced a problem in paying their rent. They had some extra space in their living room to fit a few mattresses. An idea struck their mind. Maybe a few people would be willing to pay to stay with them as strangers. The two also observed another issue. In a city hosting frequent and highly attended conferences, it was challenging and expensive to find a hotel room. Conference attendees needed an affordable place to stay and feel at home. The founders of Airbnb or Air Bed and Breakfast, Chesky and Gebbia, had no money to build a business. Hence, they used their own apartment to test their idea of peer-to-peer rental housing online. They created a minimalist website as their MVP, published some great elegant photos and other details about their property, and found several paying guests interested in renting immediately. The founders played the role of a seller and provided air mattresses in their living room with free Wi-Fi, free breakfast, and the promise of a unique networking experience with the like-minded people. They targeted one demographic, tech conference attendees, to confirm that a sufficient number of people were willing to rent what they were offering. The founders ended up finding 3 people who agreed to pay $80 per night. With some buyers on their side, it was time to get some hosts who were located near that high-profile event and willing to share their spaces with strangers. So they launched a new feature allowing hosts to list their apartments, villas on the platform. The business conferences continued as their primary focus until the product proved that it could expand beyond. Further, they launched a section to assist travelers in getting to know their travel destination instead of just staying there. This section also inspired their slogan, "Don't go there, live there." Now, Airbnb no longer focuses specifically on conferences and is used by millions of hosts and travelers worldwide. In 2014, the market value of Airbnb was $10 billion, and in 2019, it reached $38 billion. It's often difficult for entrepreneurs to believe that starting with MVP is the best way to create something that will provide value to millions of users one day, but the above case study has proved it.